Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1. My God, this game was even good. Deadest piece of display of football from both teams. Low quality, but full of drama. Just full of drama, full of craziness. But first and foremost, before I even talk about this game, Ruben Amorim, you are a criminal. You are still a criminal. I still want you out of my club because how the hell do you bench Lenny Euro and still keep Luke Shaw? It's criminal that that man is still playing on the pitch. The other thing is, I know we got a red card, but subbing off Sesko of all players when Ahmad was having a stinker. Your decision making in terms of substitutions, so, it's just so bad. You starting lineup so bad. Don't even get me started on that 3-5-2-1. That that formation still hurts my head. I still don't understand it. But let's go on with the positives, man. I mean, I say positives, but negatives for Chelsea Football Club. Robert Sanchez, after playing so good this season, it was like a ticket time bomb. What did you expect? It was a he was bound to have a stinker eventually. Yeah, he was having good run of form last season. Oh, Nana was having a good run of form, good 4 or 5 games where he was behaving himself, and then the Leon situation happened. Players like that, they can have runs of playing good, but deep rooted, they're bozos. If you once a bozo, always a bozo, you can't scratch that off. You just have to sell them. You can't keep them. Bayinde had a solid game, but he's gonna have a bozo moment if we continue playing him. We got lucky today, and it's mad. I celebrated Bayinde get going for a cross and actually getting a hand to it. That's how low quality. That's how low the standards are. The standards are in the bin. The expectations are in the mud. But other than that, the game went 10 men. Sanchez, red card. And then Maresca had CTE, fam. He had CTE. I do not know what was going on this brother's head. He subbed off Estefao and he subbed off Neto. I understand subbing one of them off, but he subbed off both of them for, obviously, one was for the keeper to get a replacement keeper, and the other was for Tosin Adarabioyo. Why? You had Fofana. You had Fofana on the pitch. That was not helpful because then you handicapped your attack. Yeah, the penalty, yeah, the red card happened, but you were 0-0 at the time. You just handicapped yourselves. Palmer, I was baffled until I found out he may have had a re-injured that groin, so fair enough. But yeah, substitutions from my man, it's all over the place, and then he went crazy second half with the substitutions again. Malu Gusto, Tyreek George. I think Andre Santos came on earlier for Cole Palmer, but Malu Gusto, George, smelly, smelly. Tyreek George just doesn't look like he wants to be here. He looks depressed. I know it's his straight face, but still, my Andre Santos, this guy was pissing me off. The, going on the floor after Maguire just tapped you on the chest, and then you diabolical. You have the shamelessness to have the medical team come all the way, hold your head like you got a concussion, like a head injury, and then you're back up, and then you dived again later on in the game. You need to hang your head in shame. I wouldn't say cost your team, but you were not helping. You were not helping the situation. Alejandro Garnacho, come, you need to hold it. You need to hold it. Came to Old Trafford. Thought I know in your head, you thought you were gonna have your moment. You were gonna score, do that celebration you did 2 seasons ago, celebrate in front of the fans. Nah, it's not happening, mate. It's not happening. We spoiled your party, man. Go and go and argue with Sanchez. Go on argue with Robert Sanchez. He he cost you. He cost you. Other than that, Man United's performance played with passion at least. We worked hard, played off the ball better, but that midfield is like ticking time bomb. It scares the living daylights of me. And then Casemiro on the yellow card had to do that. Had to foul him, grab him on the floor. Oh my god, the guy was who has so much experience in football, winning multiple Champions League, multiple La Ligas, just multiple trophies in general, playing big games like that week in, week out. He's been there, done it. And he does. Why is he doing bozo things like that? He knows. He knows, but this guy needs to keep his discipline. He nearly cost us because then we had to have Ugarte on, who I've been cooking him for a while, but fair play, he behaved himself. He actually played okay. And when I mean okay, he was uneventful. As long as Ugarte is uneventful, I am happy because I do not want him being involved in any big moments. Because if he's involved in any big moments, most of the time he's shin kicked someone and he's got himself sent off, or he's lost the ball and he's cost us a goal. That's when he's involved in big moments. There's no positive big moments. It's always negative. So if it's uneventful and there's nothing much going on, even if he's missing in the game, I am happy with it because that is the standard for Ugarte. That is his ceiling right now. I just really don't rate him. And Buemo did well on the pitch, piling on pressure. I mean, the whole team was piling on pressure. Amad Diallo, I don't know. Just don't play him left side, left 10. Had a stinker, but he also had a stinker on the right wing back. But Albisorial, our man of the match, Matsurawi. Imagine we played 4 at the back and he was back on right back. He'd cook because I still can tell he's not comfortable as a right wing back, but he did a job defensively. He did a job. Solid. Was apparently injured, but I guarantee you he went to Turkey for that hairline because look at it right now. That was all a cover up because right now he's fit as a fiddle, like he never got injured. And then I just want to talk about another negative thing with Amorim. This ain't a Amorim biasness, but it's just there. It's so obvious. Yeah, you subbed off. Yeah, you kept Euro on the bench, but why the hell would you sub him off? Why would you sub Maguire off for him just to have him on? At the end of the day, our centre backs were on the roll. You don't want to kill the momentum of our centre backs in terms of defending, and then you just keep Euro off the pitch. There was no point in even subbing him on. He should have started, but at the end of the day, when the centre backs are on the roll, just keep him off. Keep the centre backs on. They weren't tired. They weren't pulling up. They were fine. Euro comes on, lets in that. Doesn't defend Chalobah properly. Chalobah gets the goal, almost a comeback, but luckily we woke up. That was a wake-up call, and we held it down. We kept it tight. Shout out to Mount, back from injury. Shout out to Cunha, back from injury. Both worked hard off the ball, did their thing. Obviously, it was a last. Then, when did they come on? 65th minute, to be fair. 65th or 69th, but to be fair, we were just trying to defend the win, and there was nothing much they could do on attack. But off the ball, they did their running, they did their thing, and yeah, I'm happy with that win. But there's still a lot to prove. There's still a lot to improve. That formation I don't like. Just Amorim, I don't like the arrogance, the fact that he thinks he's just indestructible, and it's just his overconfidence, the way he's moving, especially in the press conference. I don't like his demeanor. Humble yourself because you've been losing a lot. That's only one more win out of 31 games. You've lost a lot of games. You need to have a bit more shame. But anyways, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and peace.